Do you foresee yourself moving in the not so distant future? Before you begin packing up boxes, make sure to check out the 7 savvy tips I'm about to share in today's video. In this video, I will share an awesome tool that I found on how to stay organized, stay within your budget, and have creative ways to save money along the way. My name is Emily, and here at Savvy Sense, we love to empower other moms to become savvy savers. So make sure to hit like and subscribe to become a part of our community today. The first tip I have for you is to make a budget. You're going to want to list out all of your moving expenses. And if this seems in and of itself really overwhelming, don't worry, I've got you covered. I've linked below this awesome tool that I found that Allstate has. They have listed out like everything you need to do 6, 4, 2, 1 week, 2 days in advance to your move so that you know exactly what you should be doing when. They have stickers available and templates that are like compatible with Avery stickers for all your moving boxes. They have resources like a mover's checklist of all the things that you'll need. And so it's really great to create a plan. And when you have that plan and are more organized, you're able to really figure out what your expenses are going to be. Another thing the budget does is it just allows you to make better decisions. You can use that tool of having a budget to really see the impact of your different decisions. It will just be amazing to have that at the get-go. So the first thing is to set a budget. The next thing, and this one you want to start as soon as you can when you know you're going to move, is to eat up all of your food. I don't know about you, but there's things that get buried in our freezer. In fact, we just had our fridge break and we pulled everything out of there, and it's been really eye-opening to just eat from the bottom of the freezer, get rid of some of that food. Eat up your food as well as you can in the pantry, in your fridge, freezer, all the places, so that you're not wasting any food, you're not spending extra money. And at the end, it also gets hectic. And so as you're eating things, it will feel a little less overwhelming when you don't have as much food to pick from at the end. You can just grab some things quickly, and it just really helps to save money so that you're not buying too much for what you need for those last few weeks in your place. But that will definitely save you some money, just slowly whittling away at your food supply, and you'll be surprised at how creative you can get with what you have in your pantry. The next step is to purge, or sell. And I don't know about you, but we've moved recently and it is a big task. It can be overwhelming and intimidating and something that you don't really want to tackle. But I will say that if you start in small increments, it is so much easier. Start with your closets. Go through a different closet a week. See if there's anything you can pare back. It's it's a gift, honestly, when you move, to get rid of things that you don't need anymore. If you're going to be downsizing, or you know that you just feel like you have too much stuff that you don't want to bring to your new place, it's also a great opportunity to have a garage sale or list some things on Marketplace if you don't have time for that. Garage sales are going to be something that will be more time intensive all at once because you got to get everything ready for it. But I would say selling online is something you can do kind of at a more slow and steady pace. Sometimes you can make more money by selling things online versus a garage sale because people really like to get things super cheap at a garage sale. So you just kind of have to weigh out what you want to do. Regardless of what you do, use that money to offset the cost of your move. This next one is often something that is easy to overlook, but make sure you cancel all your delivery subscriptions and any local newspapers or anything like that that come to your house, and your utilities. Maybe you get like a food subscription or a produce subscription. Make sure you cancel those, or maybe a local newspaper. Anything like that, cancel ahead of time so that you're not getting that service after you move and paying extra on that. The same goes for utilities. The closer to the date you can get that, the better. Then you won't be paying for utilities in your new place and your old place at once, and it will really add up. This one will save you money on your moving materials, but look for free or cheap moving boxes online. Those can add up so quickly. And also, when we just moved recently, you might look in a room and think, okay, I'm gonna need 10 boxes in here, and really it's gonna be 20. So gather up those free moving boxes. Look on your local selling websites, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. There's a lot of different apps you can use for that. And get the word out that you need some moving boxes, and I guarantee you something will come up within a couple days, and you'll be able to find some free or cheap materials. It's a great way to save a ton of money. Boxes can add up quickly. Another little tidbit that I'm going to throw in there is label your boxes, which obviously everybody probably labels their boxes. But one thing that really helped us is we not only labeled like one word content for that box, but I also created a legend for all of our bedrooms. So instead of having to write like master bedroom, I just made that number 4 and kept it in a Google Sheet. So like each room in our house had a number, and it was much easier just to like write down one number versus the bedroom name. And then when we had people help us move back, we just put like a label number on the doorways of our rooms so that people knew where to put the boxes. Hiring movers can be probably one of the biggest expenses of moving. They're in high demand, they're hard to schedule, hard to find. And so this tip is to enlist the help of family and friends to help you. When you have a handful of people that are willing to help, it can take a couple hours on a Saturday morning, Friday evening, and you know what? I think you'll be surprised at who will actually step up and help you. And it's also a great opportunity that in the future, if someone else needs help, to pay it forward and do the same for someone else. I know it's hard to ask people for help, but if you can, definitely do this. It will save you a lot of money, and with that savings, you can provide like a meal for them while they're helping, some fun drinks, something to kind of lighten their load a little bit while they're helping you. And so it's a great way to save thousands of dollars. This one is to pick an off season to move, which I would say this might be more of like a bonus tip because oftentimes we don't control when we can move. It's either like a job change or you need to move in the summer when your kids are transitioning from school. But if that isn't something holding you back, it might be a really wise choice to move in the off season. It's basically supply and demand, right? If movers are in high demand, they can charge more for their services. And so by moving on an off season, you can save with movers, you can save with just hiring your own moving truck because there will be more available. And so it's a great way to kind of offset some costs if you can do it, is to just pick a time during the off season to move. I hope you found these 7 tips helpful, and maybe a couple of them were things that you hadn't considered. We really want to add value and make sure that we are giving you content that you like, that you enjoy, and that most of all, that you find helpful. If you're not a part of our community, make sure to hit like and subscribe. And thank you so much for joining me today.